everyone, or maybe I should say hola.
Yes, hola.
Today I have a very special guest because we wanted to talk about Spanish VBS. Now, VBS is our English version. It's Vacation Bible School, but in Spanish it's EBV, right? EBV.
Escuela Bíblica de Vacaciones.
See, perfect. Now you already know some of the most basic necessities. We call it VBS. Spanish is called EBV. And so we're going to actually unpack everything that's included in the Spanish starter kit so that you can see it. And then we'll talk some more about Wendy. Wendy is our resident expert. This is Wendy Ortiz. And she's going to just take it away and show us everything that we need to know about Spanish VBS.
Yes, the main difference between the Spanish and the English one is that we have everything that you need in this box. In Spanish, we have like the guide for kids is this one, the guide for preschoolers, but every single rotation is here. As you see, it's divided and it's very well explained.
So it's Bible study and it's rotations,
yes,
all in one book.
Oh, yes, everything.
That's fabulous.
Yes, and we have the cities that goes with each one of the guides.
Excellent.
And in the cities you have all the visuals, the posters, the games, everything that comes with the Bible study, with missions, with crafts, with everything. And you also have in each one of them the administration guide.
Perfect.
So certificates, budget, prayer guide, everything is in both cities. We have the packet that has all the posters with the games and that goes with the guides.
And this one is for both preschoolers and
Yes,
children?
one of them.
Great.
for both.
One
Yes.
pack and then 2 books.
Yes, that's
Easy.
great. We also have the children or the student guide.
Yeah.
One per group.
And this is the same as the English one.
Yes,
So you
but
have,
it's in
which
Spanish.
I love, which is fabulous if you've got a child who speaks Spanish, who comes to your VBS, everything else you're doing is in English, but they need their take-home piece in their native tongue, their heart language. Here we have one that's exactly like the English counterpart.
You don't have to translate anything, everything is translated. So our editors team, it's great. Ernestina and all her team is great in this. So we also have like the ABC card, but in Spanish it's 1, 2, 3, because we
Perfect.
cannot translate
Right,
the
A and a
ABC.
B. It doesn't. It's
Yeah.
not admit, believe, confess.
Yeah, it's admitir, creer is the C, the second one, and confesar is the third one. So this is the 1, 2, 3 for salvation.
Perfect.
So we have the choreographies.
Now, the music is the exact same as the English,
Yes.
but it's in Spanish.
Yes.
Which is wonderful.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes, and it's here is the demonstrations, and there's karaoke this time.
Yes,
And
choreography.
there's a like plan of salvation for kids and for parents here too.
Wonderful.
And what else? Oh, also in the cities, I forgot to tell you, you can put it like the music is in here. So the preschoolers' music is in the preschool city, and the kids, it's in the kids' city.
That's fabulous.
Also, we have the parents' guide in Spanish. Probably your children know English,
Right.
but your parents don't. So
Perfect.
maybe this is something you can, order separately, but it's in Spanish and it's great.
I love it. That and the gospel guide in Spanish would be very helpful in communicating with parents
Yes.
and grandparents and
Yes.
whoever's bringing children to your VBS.
Yes, yes. We also have, the crafts.
Perfect.
6 crafts that they are pre-packed. The instructions are in English, but in the city, in the administration part, these instructions are in Spanish. So if someone doesn't know how to do it in English, they are in Spanish.
Perfect.
Also, in the middle of each of the books or the guides, there's a publicity poster in Spanish.
I love it.
And there's one extra one inside the starter kit. And let me show you. It's in Spanish. It says en la naturaleza. And it says, this is lugar is place, fecha is date, horario is time. And it's reversible. So you have
Perfect. I love it. That's good because we actually had a question several months ago about would there be more posters and visual helps for Spanish VBS that would have this full color just like the English ones. And so this is a good option,
Yes,
right?
it is.
That's great. Also, you may or may not be aware that at lifeway.com there's a clip art section where you can download the logo in Spanish and I think the secondary logo that just says en la naturaleza. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did it.
So it says that as well, and then you have in the decorating book a full complement of art and illustrations, and just like in English, you can use them for creating posters and visuals in Spanish as well. So that may be something that is not included in this pack, people might not be aware of as looking at it for a piece to use with EBV.
Yes, yes. And we have also the website, lifeway.com/EBV.
That's very important. Did you get that? Lifeway.com/EBV. We'll put a link to that website where you can see the whole website in Spanish. You can order all of your Spanish resources there. And then there's also a wonderful Facebook group for Spanish EBV. And so we'll put a link there as well. Now, Wendy, I do have one more question.
Yes.
As an English speaker and as going to a church that is predominantly English speaking, how could my church use these Spanish resources?
Well, if you're sponsoring a church, like a Spanish-speaking church, you can send them this. You can show them how to use it. It's the same thing as you use it in English. It's the same thing, but it's in Spanish. And also, if you go on a mission trip, you can take this with you. You don't have to translate anything. Everything is here, and it's awesome.
Now, my church actually several years ago went to Mexico, and we had, all taught and participated in our English VBS, and then we took the Spanish resources. We were able to plan in English, but everything we used with the families was all in Spanish, and it was wonderfully successful.
Yes, because the people understand what they're reading, so it's awesome.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I love it. Wendy, thank you so much for sharing that. It's something that, is new probably to a lot of our viewers because, we're English speakers, so we're not thinking about how Spanish VBS might revolutionize our church, how it might impact our community and help us to open doors to groups of people that we've never even thought might be interested in this. So this is wonderful resources, and thank you for the work you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us.
I love it. And we'll be back after our last preview event. If you've not registered to attend one, you still have time because next weekend, January 31st through February 2nd in Nashville, Tennessee, we have one final preview, and we would love to see you there. And I hope that we'll see more partnership with our Spanish team and our English team in the future. So more information will be here. Check it out. Stay tuned.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.